So these are pretty historical studios, Rick. This is where they filmed a lot of stuff for Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back that we see on the big screen. But the studio that I really get excited about, and it goes 9, 8, and we're gonna come up to 7. Now 7 is the one where a lot of Star Wars history went down. This is where Luke gets the lightsaber. This is where Obi-Wan tells him about the Force. So this right here is where they filmed that at.
You realize it's a movie, it's not real.
I believe you.
I mean, no, this place is really, really cool.
But what I want you to see is some phenomenal stuff, and that's why we're really here. My friend, he's got some pieces that I haven't even seen, so I think you're gonna wanna see this stuff.
Okay, where's it at?
So it's right through here. Jason, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, nice to see you. Cheers.
Good, good.
Jason, I'd like you to meet Rick Harrison.
Hi
How's it
there.
going?
Nice to meet you.
Jason is part of the Kurtz Joyner archive.
The what archives?
Gary Kurtz was the producer of Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back. Jason was his partner and best friend. So they formed the Kurtz Joyner archive, and they preserve Star Wars history and movie history. And Jason's not only an archivist, he's a historian and a collector, and he knows all about Star Wars.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Thank you.
So what do we have here?
I brought a few things along to show you. I have pulled out a couple of bits that we could spare, but I've also brought out some of the more unusual things that the public haven't really seen. And if I do sell, that will help pay for some of the restoration projects that we're doing.
I've never seen anything like this.
This is one of the movie posters that was signed just before they released the film, and Gary Kurtz went round to the cast and asked them to sign the poster individually, so it's all been signed by everyone.
So Tom Jung was an artist. He ended up doing this artwork. You take a look, you've got Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, the droids. But what's great about this poster, so look at the credited cast, okay? George Lucas, Alec Guinness, Peter Cushing, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher. Guess what? They're all on it. This is a true masterpiece, Rick, and it's really almost a one of a kind. You're really not gonna see this.
That's pretty crazy. So what else is in the box?
We have here Luke Skywalker's lightsaber from Return of the Jedi, weapon of a more civilized age. This is an aluminum original.
How did they make them light up?
That was
Because
done.
it wasn't lasers.
They put in a rod, and it's a 3M reflective material. So when the light shines on it, it reflects back, and then they animate in the color afterwards.
Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, pretty incredible.
It is.
So I'm assuming you left the best for last?
I'm afraid so. Okay, so what we have here is George Lucas's original handwritten draft of Star Wars, the script.
I've got chills.
That's amazing. Saga 1, the Star Wars. That's the entire script.
Yep, George Lucas would sit down, handwrite the story, but then he would type in sections of the story that he changed and staple them over the top. You see here that they're changing the dialogue, they're cutting scenes out and they're adding information.
But some of the early names, we see Jawa, the Mos Eisley Spaceport is where we meet Han Solo and Chewbacca. So it's pretty amazing here as we just see things that are changed and altered. This is something that I never could imagine existing.
We're very proud to have this in the archive.
Absolutely.
That has to be worth at least $5 million. So I'm assuming this is going to go to a museum on loan or something?
Our plan is to open a museum ourselves so that people can actually see it, and obviously something like that wouldn't be for sale. There are some things that we do sell from time to time. The poster is something I would consider letting go.
Okay. What do you think the poster's worth?
This is the most desirable Star Wars poster you could possibly own. Main cast all signed by their names. Never even seen that before. Something like this, I'd put the value $50,000 on this, Rick.
Okay, so if I retailed it after I got it framed and everything, I should be able to get 50 grand.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll give you 25.
It's a significant offer. I've got things we would like to preserve, which the money would be useful for. I'd let it go for 35.
Would you do 33?
Do it 34 and you got yourself a deal. Split me down the middle.
You got a deal.
Thank you very much.
I'll put it in my gallery. I imagine it will sell quickly. I know this trip was more for you than it was for me, but am I becoming a little bit of a Star Wars fan? Just geeking out a little bit?
It worked. The Force has worked. Jason, thank you for everything.
Thank you.
And thank you to the Kurtz Joyner Archive for everything.
Thanks for helping us. We really appreciate it.
All right, thanks again, Doug.
Thanks, Jason.
I can't wait to tell the guys about this.